Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I haven't said that in a really long time because it's been a really long time since I filmed the last video. So long story short, I got a puppy, and if you guys know puppies are a lot of work, and between balancing my job, the new puppy, and kind of other aspects of my life, I kind of fell off the bandwagon with YouTube. But rest assured, 2020, I'm gonna focus more on my social media, including YouTube, so there will be new videos every week, and I'm gonna make sure of that. Anyways, to kick off the new year, 2020, Happy New Year, by the way. I'm gonna start with my planner lineup, and as you can see, I have 5 planners on the screen right now, and this is gonna be very exciting. It's gonna be hopefully a short video. And I'm just gonna jump right into it with my first and favorite planner, this one. I can't wait to butcher its name again, and this is the Techo. It's supposed to be a Techo Lite. It's Jibun Techo to be exact. And I have been using this for the past couple of weeks, and I love it so much. Here's the first page, kind of gives you an overview of 2020. List of things. I tested my pens here just to make sure nothing bled through. They also have a monthly spread right here. I didn't really use this. I found that I didn't really like it, so I might just skip this next time. And there's also a habit tracker down here, which you can see I didn't even bother with it after the first week. So let's hop right into this. Now, I've been using this since the end of November because that's when the planner started, and I love it so much. Let's flip through. Here is a really good page where it's completed, and there were things that I did and I filled it out completely. So let's call out some of the aspects I really enjoy about this planner. It is an hourly planner. I use it both as a list and kind of a scheduler, and I use it to track my sleeping schedule, which is horrendous, by the way. If you guys can see, 3:30, 4 a.m., 2:30, 2:30, 4 a.m., 1 a.m., and 2:30. I have terrible sleeping schedules, and I wake up probably around the same time almost all the time, which is around 9:30, but that isn't depicted here. So let's flip to a page where it is, which is like this page. Yeah, or like this page. Anyways, aside from that, I use it as both a checklist and kind of like a scheduler, as I mentioned before. So where I write the to-do list or the to-do task is kind of where I want to get it done, or the time that I want to get it done. And at the very bottom, there is a mood tracker, so I love that. I love tracking my mood. And then I kind of write down little clips or a little note about what happened that day. And then at the top, there is a top 3. So I don't really use this as much as I should, just because I don't really do top 3. I kind of just have a list of things I want to do, and the first item on that list is the first priority. There's also a weather tracker, which is amazing. I love how much they were able to cram into this but not make it so cluttered. On top of that, I really like that it's hourly in the sense where it goes from midnight all the way till like 11 p.m. because I am a night owl. Most hourly planners starts at 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. ends at like 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. And I'm over here like, I do things at 4 in the morning, so you know, it's really hard for me to find an hourly planner that works for me. And this one just hit all the check boxes. I also mark when I take my naps, and I take a lot of naps, especially on days where I stay up pretty late. I have a pretty crappy sleeping schedule that you guys have now found out. Now on the left hand side, there is a running task to-do list, and I really like this because I can write down things I want to get done this week and then migrate them over to the individual spaces. For this, I highly recommend getting the Pentel Signal. I think it looks amazing versus kind of my Lamy, which looks a little bit too big for the spread. I just really enjoy how You can mark down everything that you're doing, have a top 3 because I know some people do that, and then a little empty space at the bottom to write down any notes you have for the day. So far, I've been keeping at this extremely well compared to a lot of other planners I have, and I can't wait to continue to use this every day for the rest of the year. I do post my spread pretty regularly on Instagram, so if you guys are ever interested, you guys can view them there. I don't think I will be filming any plan with me in this just because I do it more on a day-to-day basis. Next up, I have my Archer and Olive bullet journal, and you're probably thinking like, why do I need a bullet journal? I really like the flexibility of having a lot of different things in my bullet journal. It's not going to be day-to-day focus for my bullet journal. That's one thing that I'm just gonna say right off the bat. It's gonna be more of a future planning and kind of slightly memory keeping, along with a focus on all of my social media. So I will do a complete flip through of this in a quick video, probably coming up on a Wednesday, but in general it's going to be really just focus on social media, and my word of the year is grow. I want to grow my Facebook page, my Instagram, and also this YouTube channel. And everything that has to do in this notebook will probably focus on how I can achieve that goal. On top of that, it has little things like, I want to say, memory keeping, such as, let me try to find that page. I don't want to flip through all of it right now because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but like a movie list, like the movies that I watched in 2020. So to give you guys more of an idea of what I'm talking about, I already marked some pages I wanted to show you. So I did it in a quarterly system where I marked down all the special days in the future so I can always reference this back. And then I really want to focus on the growth, so I have an Instagram growth, YouTube growth, and kind of how many posts I did, along with how many pluses or minus of subscribers, followers, things like that. I'm also gonna try to reach out and try other social media aspects such as Pinterest and potentially Patreon later on this year. And this is gonna be kind of like the mass brain dump and ideas that I'm gonna be putting into these social media outlets. Now the next planner I have, everybody knows about it. It is the Erin Condren. And it says Ambitious Mimi. I really like this foiling, it looks amazing. But I actually got this probably middle of this year, sorry. And I kind of regret getting it because I don't think I'm Team Erin Condren anymore, just because there's so much space. And there are a lot of cheaper alternatives such as the Printpression, or printables, or the Happy Planner. And while I really love like the sturdiness of the pages, I just feel like I don't need this anymore. But since I did get this already, my goal for 2020 is to use this planner more as a memory keeping planner. I know that if you guys know, in my previous plan with me's or my previous spreads, they have always been pre-planning, kind of like estimating what I'm gonna do each day. But that's gonna change in 2020, where I'm gonna try to do it more as a post-planning thing. So essentially everything will be a memory keeping spread, and I think that would be really nice in comparison to all of my to-do and daily tasks that I have in the other planners that I have. Also, I would love to show you guys my new favorite page, which is this page, where it is income overview or budget overview. If you guys did not know, I'm a huge budgeting fan, so this is a really great setup for me, just to really have a quick look about how I'm doing with my finances in general from month to month. And these stickers are available in my shop. I'll leave a link down in the description, along with links to every single item I have in this specific video. I forgot to mention that I am really out of the loop with filming, so it'll be a learning process to relearn how to do all of this again. Next up, I have this mini happy planner that is a budget planner. It says hustle now, play later in beautiful hollow. Pretty sure you guys can see that. And I really like this planner. It's very cute. It's a very good overview for me. I'm gonna flip through the pages so you guys can kind of see. However, if you guys know, I have always done budgeting, and I really like this specific one more as a quick glance or quick overview, but I do like to do my expenses and budgeting a little bit more extensively. I picked this up because I thought it was adorable, and I would love to do some spreads and show some spread on this. Aside from that, this is kind of like the layout. For me, I'm probably gonna start designing some stickers for the Happy Planner, specifically this budget planner, because I feel like it's a great space and it's a great place to kind of get your finances in check. They do a great setup for you, the income, the total, the kind of like all the bills you have, the savings, the accounts, and if you're a weekly planner, you can write down things like this. And they always have a reflection at the end. And then there is a notes page all the way at the end. For me, I kind of like it to be a little bit more specific and pulled out. If you guys seen my budget kits, I have things like sinking funds, I have things like savings, I have transaction, sinking expenses. I really like that thoroughness aspect of it in my budget planners, but I know not everybody wants to do that, so I would love to showcase how I would do my budgeting on this specific planner. And of course, I would love it if my actual budget kits would fit in these pages as well. So this is one of my top picks for this year. I really think that this is a very well thought out planner. Now onto my all-time favorite planner that I found at Michael's, and this is the Happy Planner, and it's the Daily Happy Planner. Sorry if you hear my chair squeak. It is the Keep On Dreaming Stargazer cover. This one specifically is a daily checklist style, but I have Frankensteined it so that it would be more like my own personal budget planner. And I know it's kind of redundant to have this one and this one, but in my own personal opinion, I really want a larger space. And this is a good overview, like I said before, but it isn't what I fully want. And if you guys know, I had an Erin Condren Deluxe last year for my budgeting, and I was kind of pissed off about that simply because I asked for extra pages, and I thought the extra pages would be on the monthly, so every time you flip through this month there would be like extra notes page here. But instead they put all the 40 pages in the back, and I was just really pissed off about that. But it's okay, because now I have a Happy Planner, and if you guys know, Happy Planners are extremely flexible because you can just pull out pages as you need and put in pages as you want. So I kind of Frankenstein this a little bit with a couple pages still left behind to kind of showcase how I'm going to use this Happy Planner. So moving right along, here's the January spread. I will be making monthly kits, and the monthly kit will be more focused on budgeting than it is kind of events for people. So things like birthdays are not going to be included in the kits, but things like mortgage due, credit card dues, paydays, internet, electricity, things like that will be for this, and it will be extremely budget focused. I'm hoping to release it at least for February, for sure for February. I'm hoping to get out the January one as soon as possible. Now, going right along, the next page is kind of a overview of the month. So things that you want to get done in terms of goals, notes, reflection, intentions, and habits, which I really, really like. But what I'm really in for is these notes pages. So I bought a kind of dotted grid notes pack from Michael's, and I just stuck them right in here. And this is where I'll be putting in the budget kits, or the budget kits that I created, and doing them on this page. There's also a daily list, which I think is amazing. I might jot down things that have to do with budgeting on the side. I did remove quite a bit of pages from this, and let me show you. So for October, which I did not remove, the daily list is supposed to go on for a couple more pages, and then you get notes. And then this kind of like November, or like the next month overview. I just kind of pulled them out. I don't need them. I don't think I ever will. So instead I will Frankenstein, add in the dotted pages instead. And that way I can just use that as my own personal budgeting spread. And yeah, so that's really it in terms of all the planners I will be focusing and working with this year for 2020. However, I do have a Hobonichi, and I got this in Japan, which was a couple months ago, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I might use it, I might not. Let me know in the comments below how I would use the Hobonichi, but I used this last year and I really loved it. However, now I just feel like I have so many other planners that really fit my lifestyle, and I just can't bring myself to figure out what to use with this. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for holding on and sticking with me for the video. It's been a really long time, but I promise I will try to continuously upload at least one video a week, every Wednesday and Sunday. Sunday will be a type of plan with me, and Wednesday will be kind of the more fun monthly bullet journal and budgeting. And yeah, let me know down below what kind of plan with me or videos you would like to see for 2020, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye!